So I'm just going to take you on a little tour of the veg garden. This is my plot. There's the peas that were tiny little things a couple of weeks ago. Now they're massive. You can just about see the carrots poking up. And there's my shallots, some spinach, some lettuce, some fennel and some brassicas. And those are all my potato pots. You can see them popping up now. They need topping up. And up the back there on the bench I've got some more plants just hardening off, and this is my pak choi, and I've never ever been able to grow pak choi, and this year they've just become amazing. Just right time, the year didn't go to boat, bit of sunshine, and they've done amazing. And so at the end there, so I just planted some radish over some potatoes, and this is some more shallots and a bucket full of lettuce that I can't wait to pick. And here are my peas climbing up, and they were literally tiny little things a week ago. And there's my beautiful pak choi, and I've just planted out some dwarf marigolds. And this is just a little pot that I've just potted some nasturtiums in, and I've been enjoying the poppies the last few weeks. And there's some cans to keep the pigeons off. And here are celery, celeriac, lovage. I think there's some parsley there too. And this is the right hand side of the border, and I'm just going to try and point out some vegetables. That's a globe artichoke that I grew from seed. And these are some broad beans that I've overwintered and they've grown. And there's some Taunton kale, and they're beautiful flowers. And here I've just planted out some brassicas, and they just basically sit there all year long until now, when you get some beautiful broccoli. You can just see some going to flower there, which I'm letting go into flower. And there's just a hidden bowl in the garden. There's the Buddha hiding as well. And look at that, the ferns just starting to unroll. I love it when they do that. And there's some catnip I grew from seed, as well as some lupins I grew from seed this year, and some foxglove I grew from seed, but they're not doing too well. Some rhododendron, I think, at the back there, starting to flower. I'm going to take out a bush there, it's just a bit crowded. Here's another broccoli that the pigeons got before I netted, and it's starting to go to flower, and I'm just going to let it flower. And this is some overwintered onions. I've got some parsley and some overwintered celery there. I've popped in some sweet peas down there with some onions that kind of sprouted last year. They go to flower, we'll see what happens. And my beautiful lupins, such a show last year, and behind them are some more Taunton kale, which are doing very well. Underneath here I've got some chards. I've had some lamb's lettuce under here all winter, which is just starting to go to seed, but I'm letting it as a bit of a ground cover at the moment. And this is my little herb corner. You can see some Welsh onions in the corner, some more parsley, some chives, some sorrel, and there's my bluebells popping up at last, and my bay tree. And underneath here I've got some dahlias coming out, and this is another corner of the decking. That Japanese wineberry bush, although it's spiky, it was a tiny little thing last year, and it's just taken off climbing up. It's a currant bush, and some overwintered autumn fruit and raspberries. There's my clematis just starting to take off. Some overwintered carrots, not so good. I don't think the light was right, because the carrots have come out really pale. Some more overwintered raspberries, and this is my garlic, which is doing great. I'm just leaving it and see what happens. And this is my elephant garlic, and in there my gooseberry bush, which looked like a tiny little bare root thing over winter, because I bought it, and it's just come in the flower, and this is the monster that lives in the corner. This thistle bush, I don't know what it is, but it's just so weird that I'm just letting it grow. And that's my blackberry bush in the corner. Again, that was tiny last year, and it's really taken off this year. I've got some more overwintered onions in the sunken garden, and some more broad beans at the back, just starting to come. And interestingly, these I bought some little red cabbage from B&Q, and they've been totally decimated by snails. And it's funny, when you buy plants in, it often you find that they go quicker. I'm just taking you for a little tour, quick tour around the greenhouse. You can see all my tomatoes, far too many tomatoes, my strawberry popping corn, more tomatoes, some beans, some climbing beans, some strawberries, and some more tomatoes. These are some tomatoes I've just potted on. More tomatoes. Although I won't use them all, I'll pick the best out and give some away. And those are some basil and more tomatoes that I've just planted out. I've got these are my salad baskets, whatever. I haven't put loads in. I've just put a little. Now in the conservatory, I'm having a little look at my peppers, and I've really struggled this year. The green fly got in, and it's just decimated my peppers. I just haven't been able to take off. So I have bought a couple in, and we're going to see how they go. And I've bought some really hot ones, totally new to me, Scotch bonnet and Thai dragon and hot ones. So we'll see what happens. And these are the overwanted ones, not doing too well, but they're sprouting a little bit, so I'm leaving them. Looking very sorry, not very good. And you can see some neem powder at the bottom there, just to try and distract things. But this one overwintered, doing a little bit better, but we'll see what happens. And again, that one is an Anaheim chili, and they've done all right. I don't think I will overwinter peppers again though. And